Hey, what's up, everybody? It's BDF44. So, I wanted to come on here and talk about the Sacramento Kings. I listened to myself in one of my previous videos, and I was pretty dismissive of that team, and I realized that I shouldn't have been. I really shouldn't have been. And the reason why is because of the jump that Buddy Yield took last year, that kind of went under the radar. That dude has turned into a certified bucket getter. And what I also realize and know is that he also has a guy in his same position in Bogdanovich, I believe is his name, who is also a certified bucket getter. So what you have is two shooting guards that can light you up, like completely light you up. The problem is having them both healthy at the same time. So that's one aspect of that team I really like. Then you look at Marvin Bagley, who I think is going to turn into one of the best shot blockers in the league. And I'm really not sure what he can do, honestly, offensively. I saw glimpses of just about everything, really. So if he works, I think he can develop into really anything he wants to. I mean, he has that kind of game to me. I think he can develop a jump shot. I think he can develop a better ball handling. I think he can, like, he's one of those guys where if you get him with the right players, you don't really know what he can turn into. But one thing's for certain, he can block shots forever. He's going to rebound forever, and he's going to dunk on people forever, for as long as he has his athleticism. So he's a player that I'm super high on, and he needs some more respect out here too. Who else they have? Sacramento has gotten a lot better, but I think the problem, of course, De'Aaron Fox. I don't want to get out of here without mentioning De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron Fox is possibly the best point guard that came out of that draft that year, and this is coming from a Lonzo fan, but De'Aaron Fox is on a different level, and I think superstardom is his upside at this point. And what I really, really am encouraged by is just his physique, more or less, how his body is made up. He can run like the wind forever, and he's extremely durable. He's extremely strong, and he's defensive minded. So when you put all that together, coupled with his insane speed, you're looking at a player that's going to be able to go crazy for years to come. Barring any injuries, he's going to be an all-star every year, I think, or at least be in the position to make all-star teams all the time. It's a tough West, so guys who are going to be deserving of making all-star teams just simply won't. But we'll know who was snubbed, and I think he'll be in the mix every year as long as he's healthy. So that's another aspect of their team that's just dynamic. So you're looking at very strong guard play, you're looking at shot blocking prowess, and you're looking at also other aspects of their team as well, particularly coaching. Now that's when it starts to go a little left for me. Look, Luke Walton, his family, he's Laker family. Okay, so I'm gonna always have a place in my heart for Luke. We screamed Luke when I was 11 years old, 12 years old when he was first drafted. So this is family. But when it comes to coaching, oh man, had a tough time, and it's well documented. You know, I think where he really went left, and where it can really be a problem for him going forward, it's just rotation tactics. He's married to his system, which is really, really, really good if you give him the type of players he has. It's almost like Mike D'Antoni's system in a way. But I think that works well with the players that he has for the most part. But I think what it's going to be is him trying to figure out who to play and where. He loves small ball lineups, and they have good small ball players on that team. So it like I said, this is a better roster for him, I think, than what we had certainly last year, but maybe even more so than what he had before LeBron got here, because he has more shooting, more reliable shooting, and that's ultimately what he needs to make his system pop. So, and a lot of the mistakes that he made just simply came because he was a rookie coach. So this is year 3 for him, I guess, as a coach, if you don't want to count the Golden State year. And so I'm looking to see if he can kind of learn from some of the mistakes that were made with the Lakers, and also carry on some of the momentum that he had from just being a really, really fun players coach kind of guy from what I was able to see. He provided an atmosphere that guys liked being in, especially when it was young players around. So he has that again. I don't think he really enjoyed coaching LeBron James at all. I don't believe so. I don't know how he could have, to be honest, knowing the circumstances that were being reported. But nevertheless, he has a fresh start. He got a job with Sacramento. It doesn't make it so that he has to leave home. Basically, he could stay. relatively close to where he's always been. So that's a really, really good fit for him, I think. But he's going to have to settle in on his rotations. I don't know who his coaching staff is, but that was one of the issues that the Lakers were reported to have had with him last year, is him not wanting to upgrade his coaching staff and or fire some people that he was really, really close to. So I don't know if he brought those guys with him to Sacramento. I just have to educate myself on that. But yeah, man, I think this is going to be a good fresh start for Luke Walton, but I do rank him in the negative aspect of the Sacramento Kings team until further notice. I think he would have to establish himself with the players, establish his style of play, and then see if it really fits. But if it doesn't, I can see them wanting to part ways with him. But, stay on the positive side of things. Sacramento looks like a team that can really take another step in the right direction if Luke doesn't get in the way. Honestly, that's really what it comes down to. They got a lot of nice players. Obviously, injuries are always going to be the story. But they have a young core that should really be able to shoot the ball and create some problems for teams on a night-to-night basis. They can definitely play spoiler to somebody out there. So they're not to be dismissed. If I believe in some of the other teams that are out there that aren't so good, Sacramento's definitely in the conversation to get better as well. So just want to get on here and say a little something about Sacramento, even though I still hate their guts from a beef that stands very long since 2000, I believe in one, where we effectively annihilated them. Some say it was given to us by the referees. I don't subscribe to that. I watch those games. If everything was fair as far as I could see. But then again, I was about, 11, 12 years old. Who knows how old I was. I wasn't very old. So, yeah, if those games were rigged, I couldn't tell. But anyway, I hope everybody's enjoying themselves. Sacramento fans, that cowbell crap was crazy. That was absolutely insane. I'm surprised you haven't brought it back. But anyway, that's all I got to say, you guys. Have a great one. Take care. Peace.